Hey Corner Crew, it's Christina and Cindy with Adaptive Equipment and Caregiving Corner, and we are rolling with Ruby bright and early this morning.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about the differences between a shower chair and a tub transfer bench. For those of you who don't know us, we are Adaptive Equipment and Caregiving Corner. Cindy's a physical therapist, I'm a speech therapist. We make videos to show people how to stay safely in the home, or for caregivers to show them how to provide safe care to their loved one while they're keeping themselves safe during that daily care. We are on what, Cindy? We're on YouTube,
Yes.
LinkedIn, TikTok,
Ooh.
Instagram, Facebook. Did I say Facebook? I said
You
that
didn't.
already.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to follow us there, like, share, and subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. We're getting ready to roll over 15,000 subscribers, and that is all thanks to you guys sharing this information.
And just remember, subscribing to YouTube is free.
It is free. Yeah, that's the big thing. So become a part of the Corner Crew by going over to YouTube and clicking on the subscribe button. It's free. And if you get a chance, hit the bell button, and that will allow you to, whenever we release new information, you'll get a notification that we've released new information, or released another video. So let's dive right into it. Do you have anything you want to say before we get started with this, Sid?
Nope, just bright and early this morning.
Bright and early. Yeah, you had to peel your eyes open this morning, didn't you?
That's right.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day today, but that's okay. We enjoy getting out on the road and seeing people, and it is truly a blessing to get to do what we do every day.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so without further ado, we're going through 5 differences, or the differences between a shower chair and a tub transfer bench, and we have 5 categories that we're going to be going through. And number 1 is placement of the shower chair and placement of the tub transfer bench. So that means what, Sin?
So placement of the shower chair. Shower chair goes totally inside the shower, whether it's a walk-in shower or a tub shower. Whereas the tub transfer bench straddles the tub wall. So 2 legs are outside the tub and the other 2 legs are inside the tub, which allows a place to sit down outside the tub.
Yeah, sit down, and then you can swing
transfer over.
Yeah, and then you swing your legs over the side of the tub, and then scooch over to be inside the tub,
right?
And still remain sitting,
right?
So, and sometimes the tub transfer bench is meant for people that have difficulty stepping in and out of the shower.
Yes, absolutely.
Or the tub shower combo.
Yep.
And then and maybe need assistance or extra support or assistance from a caregiver.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So that's number 1. And number 2. So number 2, we're getting ready. We're talking about the differences between shower chairs and transfer benches, tub transfer benches. Cindy, physical therapist. Christina, speech therapist. Number 2 is support for transferring. We kind of touched on that just a second ago, didn't we?
Yes. So kind of touched on that. So some people are able to step over the side of the tub safely. Of course, we always prefer having a grab bar or something like that.
Right.
So, a shower chair, a lot of times people will use that in a tub shower if they just need a place to sit down. Endurance may be low, something like that. They need a place to sit while they're showering. Versus a tub transfer bench is for those that have difficulty, or there's a safety issue stepping over the side of the tub. Again, it allows you to sit down on the bench outside of the tub, swing your legs over in a seated position, and then scoot over into the tub. And same thing, getting back out.
Yeah. So you could technically, if you were on a walker, if a loved one were on a walker, you could walk them up to the tub transfer bench.
Yeah.
Turn around. Yeah, and sit down. Just do a regular transfer like you were going into a chair.
Right.
And then they would just need to reach back, sit down, and then you could help them bring their legs over, or they could bring their own. If they're able, they could bring their own legs over, and then kind of scooch into the shower.
Right. And I always, I tend to lean toward. I'm pretty conservative with my clients, and so I tend to lean toward a tub transfer bench anyhow. If you have a tub shower combo.
Yeah.
Just because. As we age and balance issues and things like that, stepping over the tub becomes a safety issue.
Yeah.
So unless somebody's very sure-footed, I usually lean toward a tub transfer bench if it's allowable for the size of the bathroom.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so if you're just joining us, we are on tip number 3, and we're talking about the differences between a shower chair and a tub transfer bench. This is Cindy.
Yep.
She's a physical therapist. I'm Christina. I'm a speech therapist, and we are the co-founders of Adaptive Equipment and Caregiving Corner. We are on number 3, tip number 3, talking about the differences between shower chairs and tub transfer benches. And the next tip that we'll talk about is size.
Yes.
Which is kind of obvious.
Yeah, it is kind of obvious. So the shower chair, of course, is going to be smaller.
Right.
Because it sits totally inside either
Yes.
the shower or the tub, versus the tub transfer bench is going to be longer because 2 legs are going to be outside the tub.
Right.
You know, I've had some people that have had a walk-in shower that may not be able to step over a small threshold.
Yeah.
That gets a little tricky, trying to use a tub transfer bench with that, especially if you have the doors, sliding doors. Of course, that won't work.
Right.
But sometimes we've been able to actually use a curtain, take the doors off, use a curtain, and set it up kind of like you would a tub shower. The big thing is you got to make sure that the end of those curtains are inside the shower stall.
Right.
Because there's a chance of getting water. It's a more significant chance of getting water on the floor.
A lot of water, yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, we don't always do that, but if in some circumstances I have and it's worked out, usually I'll recommend again, depends on what the shower stall is made of, but if there's anything that could be magnetized at the bottom, we'll recommend those magnetized shower curtains so that it sticks down there. But yeah, that's the big thing you got to watch with a walk-in shower.
So while we're talking about size too, so they're benches and chairs, so they have 4 legs. But tell us the difference between the legs between a shower chair and a tub transfer bench. I think people are surprised when they get the tub transfer bench about the length of the legs.
Right. So when you're trying to adjust that, you're going to find that the adjustment is going to be different on the legs with the tub bench or the tub transfer bench, because the inside of the tub, that depth is going to typically be less in height than the outside of the tub.
Right.
So you'll have to make the outside legs longer, inside legs shorter. I've had some older tubs that almost match in height, which is interesting, but most of the time the inside of the legs are going to they're shorter. And if you get a tub transfer bench, the majority of the time, or most of them that I deal with, there'll be suction cups on the ones that go inside the tub, just to make it a little bit more stable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so it is Christina and Cindy. We are Christina and Cindy with Adaptive Equipment and Caregiving Corner. Cindy is a physical therapist. I'm a speech therapist. And today we are talking about the difference between a shower chair and a tub transfer bench. And we are on tip number 4. So tip number 4 is stability. We're talking about stability.
Right. So when we're talking about stability, they're both stable, obviously. If they're set up right, they're both going to be stable. But what I do want to point out is, if you are using a shower chair in a tub shower combination, you cannot use it. I do not recommend using it as a hand placement or with weight on that shower chair when you're stepping in and out. You really should not use it as a hand placement. It's, if you get too much weight on one side of that, you can tip it up a little bit, tip one side, the set of the legs up off of there a little bit. So stability wise, if you are having trouble with stability, then we always go toward the tub transfer bench.
Stability meaning balance.
Meaning balance, yes, and getting and stepping over the tub. Because now I have had some people, Christina, that will opt for a shower chair and try to sit down on the shower chair while they're standing outside of the tub. Yeah. I do not recommend that. Yeah. I know in certain circumstances, if you have a caregiver, everybody's circumstances are different.
Sure.
And if you've got a really small bathroom and that's the only option, on occasion, if you have a caregiver that's assisting, we might have the caregiver stabilize the chair as you back up and sit down and then swing your legs over. But there are instances, if someone is really short,
Mhm.
that does not make for a good thing, because they can't, in that instance, you can't really get your feet back far enough to be underneath your center of gravity
Right.
to give you a good base of support when you go to sit down.
Yeah.
It works a little bit better for taller people,
Yeah.
just because their leg length. But it's not my first choice unless all of the right circumstances are there and the caregiver support is there and the safety is there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, leaning toward that tub transfer bench.
Yeah. It feels like with the shower chair, having the shower chair in there, if you even if the slightest bit of balance issues,
Mm-hmm.
it would be such a natural thing or an intuitive thing or whatever you want to call it, to reach out to that shower chair,
Grab it.
Yeah, and just grab it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just makes sense. And so with the shower chair, you really have to be careful because it is super light.
Yeah, it's
And
very
if your
light.
instinct is to, even if it's, maybe somebody is not, they're very stable, but they were in that stage of furniture walking.
Yeah.
That would be,
Yeah.
reaching out to grab that chair,
Mm-hmm.
when
When you're stepping over
Yeah,
it,
when you're stepping
yeah.
over and then bringing that second leg over, I think
Yeah.
would be a real,
Yeah, you really need some. When you're stepping over a shower like that, you need a solid grab bar.
yeah.
If you have any balance issues at all, you need a good solid grab bar for stability,
Gotcha.
or tub transfer bench.
Or to transfer it. That's right. Yeah. So, all right. Well, this is Christina and Cindy. We are on tip number 5. We're talking about how the difference between a tub transfer bench and a shower chair. If you're just joining us, we're going to be posting this on our YouTube channel, so you can go back and listen to the other 4. So right now we're on tip number 5. We're kind of getting ready to wrap it up. Cindy's a physical therapist. I'm a speech therapist. We are Adaptive Equipment and Caregiving Corner. We help people stay safely in their homes and help caregivers maintain their safety while they're caring for their loved ones. So we are on tip number 4, or tip number 5. Did I say 4 earlier?
I don't know what you did. I
don't know.
I may not be listening
It is
very
not
well.
unlike me to say something, to say that. So, but we are on tip number 5.
Yes.
Yeah, talking about the differences between a tub transfer bench and a shower chair. Tip number 5 is need for assistance.
Mm-hmm. And we kind of have addressed this
We have.
throughout the thing, but
Yeah. It always, when we're talking about safety, especially in the bathroom, because it's a high fall risk area, we really need to talk. It really,
high
to
fall
talk
risk,
about
and there's a lot of hard surfaces in the bathroom.
there are.
So there's no real forgiving surfaces.
They're not in the bathroom.
No,
Yeah.
no. So need for assistance, that is something that we always need to weigh in regards to getting in and out, especially if you have the tub shower combination,
Yeah.
because that stepping, the balance on one foot as you step over and raising that other foot is a big safety hazard if you've got balance issues,
Yeah.
or if you've got weakness, or just the combination of the two. So it goes back again to my first preference is tub transfer bench. So you eliminate the stepping over the tub. Second preference would be a stable grab bar. Of course, always if you have a caregiver, if you need caregiver assistance, if that's available to you, that's great. I know everybody wants to maintain their dignity and independence, so transfer bench and grab bar are 2 things that can help people do that and not have to have that caregiver in there if not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got some videos on our YouTube channel that talk about how to use the tub transfer bench safely.
Mm-hmm.
We also have probably a couple videos talking about shower chairs.
Yes.
So make sure you go there and check those videos out if you're interested, or you want to see maybe compare and contrast between the 2.
Right.
Make sure you check those out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and that's at Adaptive Equipment Corner.
Adaptive Equipment Corner is the name of our YouTube channel. So, Sin, that's all we had for the day.
Yeah. And just one more tidbit here is just want to remind people that if you are needing a tub transfer bench or a shower chair, always check for your local lending closets.
Absolutely.
We have that resource on our resource page on our website at aecorner.com. Go to our resource page. Type in, is it your zip code that you type in for a lending closet, or your state?
You just look by state.
It's
listed by state.
Okay. Yeah, so check out your local lending closet to see if you can get something through there, because a lot of times Medicare doesn't cover those items for the bathroom, unfortunately.
Yep.
So or insurance.
Yeah.
Some do, but not necessarily.
Don't bank on it.
Yeah, don't bank on it. So that's it. I think we're wrapping it up there.
Awesome. Very
All
good.
right.
Well, we appreciate you guys stopping in today or joining us on our journey today.
Yes.
While we're rolling with Ruby, and we will catch you in the next video.